Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Gombers, and if you have been here before, well, this is going to be something a little different than usual. So today we're going to deep dive into Shutdown by Moonbyul, featuring Seori. I feel like the video is subtly portraying the moment of high tension as a couple crosses that bridge from flirting to physical for the first time, and there's a bunch of subtle little hints that also play into this. Without the lyrics, I think there's a lot the international audience has to focus on in order to grasp what's actually happening between Moon and Seori's characters. I doubt I'll be able to capture all of them, but these are the main ones that I noticed. I'll incorporate some lyric and music analysis as well, since the lyrics were quickly translated via fans. Also feel free to share your guys' thoughts and interpretations as well in the comments. So without further ado, here's my deep dive analysis into Shutdown by Moonbyul featuring Seori. The music video opens up to a very warm and cozy apartment. Moonbyul enters from the left, walking towards a TV, and presses a button on it. At this time, we cannot tell if she turns it on or off. I personally think she turns it on, however there's a lot more support indicating she turns it off here. Moonbyul then goes to the couch and picks up her phone, seeming to distract herself. From what, we're not sure yet, but the lyrics do indicate something is stirring within Moon. She busies herself with the book titled Cruel Doubt by John McGinnis. I doubt this book has any connection to the current content, but it is a true crime book from 1991 about the murder of Leith von Stein. So maybe it was deliberate, since I wouldn't exactly call this steamy reading. I also see this choice purely for the title Cruel Doubt. Maybe Moonbyul's character is conflicted with doubt because she's unsure of her partner's feelings, or whether it's right of her to act on her own feelings. I also want to touch on the music at this part. The song opens up and is warm, sensual, definitely some vibey R&B, until then you get to Moon's line. And this thick, almost tugging bass line starts coming through that really anchors the song and the mood. The pre-chorus feels staged, as if Moonbyul is the confident, suddenly shy one, and Seori is curious about her partner's sudden change in behavior. Without the lyrics, the call and response here feels like a conversation between the two. The tone of the music and the sensual, airy delivery from Seori hint at something more intimate. Note when actually bringing up the lyrics, Seori enters and sings "She Said," and Moon's response is "You Can Ruin Me," as if Moon's reminding herself of what her partner told her. Or it could also be seen as Seori recalling when she, as in Moon, said, and Moon's response completes with "You Can Ruin Me." Moonbyul continues trying to distract herself until eventually she gives up and leaves. Before following, Seori looks after Moon confused. With a longing gaze, Seori gets up, pauses at the TV set, and presses the power button on. At least I'm assuming. The screen shows Moonbyul taking a pitcher of milk out of the fridge. To me, the interactions with the TV set and the screen showing Moon when Seori presses power on are a visual metaphor for turn-ons, especially when you see the TV screen shows Moon just after Seori presses the power button. Moon turned off the TV set at the beginning of the music video to keep her thoughts at bay. Seori, seeming impatient with Moon's avoidance, turns on the TV set and follows after her. We then get to Moonbyul in the kitchen, where she's fixing up a bowl of what appears to be Fruit Loops. I think it's enough said. The music here also switches to a trappy rhythm and gives a sort of racing thoughts vibe. The close-up shots of her as she muses over Dali Van Picasso, her expression to me is full of excitement and knowing. Honestly, it's the look of someone eager to please someone physically. To me, this all shows how badly Moon's character is trying to play it cool and not get overwhelmed despite how she feels. Another thing I want to point out are the inclusions of Dali Van and Picasso. They provide two additional sapphic hints. The first being they're known for their inclusion of nude women, and also it reminds me of a slight reference to the 2019 film Portrait of a Lady on Fire, about an affair between an aristocrat and the artist who was commissioned to paint her portrait. Also, just to add, the beginning of the film opens with the artist arriving to the house where the aristocrat is staying via boat. Moon opened the verse with "Row a boat, I'm a skilled boatman inside you." I'm just saying.
저 산을 지나 다리 건너 그림 같은 집을 짓고 달리 반 피카소처럼 너를 그릴게 한편의 명작 하나의 실루엣 우리의 그림은 이거가 빨갛게.
The camera then pans out and we see Seori with her own bowl, checking out Moonbyul like an absolute snack, while Seori herself is looking like a full course meal. I really just can't with these two. Anyway, as the pre-chorus transitions into the chorus, Moon continues distracting herself, this time with coffee, as Seori croons to her what she's anticipating. One quick thing before we move on as well. In the kitchen scene, Seori is the one interacting with her bowl of cereal while Moon is prepping hers. I feel like this serves as a visual metaphor for foreplay. Seori is ready and waiting while Moon is prepping and getting herself together. Notice how the two never are interacting with the cereal bowls at the same time. Another thing to note, when Seori notices Moon taking her bowl to the dining room, her spoon is full and she lets the contents fall back to the bowl before following suit. I think this is just another little hint to how excited and ready someone is when they're at that stage. Like at the drop of a hat, you're eager and they're ready to spend all your time you have with that special person. Notice how it has shifted to night and Moon is still trying to distract herself with her cereal, cell phone, anything. Then Seori enters and sits across from her without her cereal. The music minimizes and grows more inward again, not quite the racing rhythms of Moon's rap verse, more introspective and vulnerable. Seori is singing back to Moon and kind of feeding into her yearning and helping her to cross that bridge. Then the two finally get up together at the same time as the music starts to slow and minimize. The staging of both Moonbyul and Seori during the down, down, down line is incredibly metaphorical. Seori on the couch, full attention to Moon, while Moon is fully open-bodied, facing Seori from the bed. The positioning of Moon's hands holding herself up, I don't think I need to spell this particular shot out any further. And then as the music cuts out to build and maximize on the climax, you can see from outside the window time pass from night to day again. The chorus kicks back in, and Moon takes the lead on the chorus, acknowledging and finally singing with Seori. It should also be noted here that Moon's version of the chorus has her singing with possessive pronouns, further indicating a switch or reciprocation in physical intimacy, which, you know, we see on giving partners. I'm sure if I watched this music video another 50 times, I would be able to pick even more hints throughout. But I wanted to get this released while it's still fresh in everyone's minds. I don't think I can emphasize enough how important this song and video is for LGBTQ culture, especially in South Korea. I won't pretend to be fully knowledgeable in all the cultural nuances, but it's no secret that South Korea is still rather conservative when it comes to the LGBTQ community. It's been stated numerous times, I'm sure, but a prominent K-pop idol from one of the biggest girl groups in South Korea promoting and singing about making love in one of the most considerate ways to another woman is something to be excited about and celebrate. Moonbyul isn't just singing about making love to a woman, she's singing about it in a way that's not predatory or vulgar. It's without the lens of the male gaze or desire, and I can't say enough how big that is. When I came out, songs like I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry were the standard positive LGBTQ rep in music, which I don't think I have to explain why it's not the most ideal. However, Shutdown and the way Moonbyul wrote the lyrics is probably one of the most beautiful and authentic pieces of representation I've come across since Haley Kiyoko. It's safe and vulnerable and warm, it's perfectly sensual and just so genuine and real. It's free of the constant doomed or tragic narratives that a lot of mainstream sapphic storytelling is saturated with. Even without the lyrics, the small details dusted throughout the video that show the longing and slow gradual build of that final moment of reciprocation, it's perfectly in line with the kind of pacing that well-executed sapphic stories are so full of. Also, don't even get me started on how Sappho herself is probably nodding in approval of the lyrics. I have to admit as well, this is the first time I felt seen and represented authentically in the K-pop scene, and I can only imagine how amazing this must feel to not only the Korean, but entire LGBTQ community at large. If you guys took anything away from this, I hope it's a little more insight into the profound effects diverse storytelling can have on an audience. I know the last several days my Twitter has been nothing but excitement, warmth, and joy over seeing something even slightly resembling themselves in a way that's tasteful and not overly sexualized. That kind of happiness is amazing and rare, and I'm grateful that we now get to share and enjoy this piece of art together. I hope you guys appreciate and enjoy my rather long rambling analysis of this. Let me know what you guys thought, anything I may have missed, or something you saw differently. Also, if you guys want to see more content like this from me, let me know please, because this honestly was just so much fun to put together and do. A big thanks to Moonbyul and Seori for this track, and all the songwriters, producers, everyone who contributed to this and made this happen. Let's trim the hell out of this because it deserves it and more. And until next time, guys, as always, I love you. Peace and love, stay safe, and I'm just gonna let the track play out. Again, I love you. Peace. 내 머리에서 발끝까지